Hey fam bam, it's your girl Santina and I am back with another video. So today I wanted to do a little story time with you guys. And in this video I wanted to talk about what it's like growing up with a handicap. So as a lot of people know, some of you probably don't, I was born with glaucoma, and it is an eye disease that can cause you to go blind. So I just want to share a little bit with you guys how having glaucoma affected my everyday life growing up, and basically I guess how it's affecting me today. So before we get into that, I want to invite you, if you have not already, to like our Facebook page, I Married My Best Friend. Make sure you like it and comment and share so that others may be able to like and follow the page. And on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and make sure that you share and comment also. And on both pages, do not forget to hit that live notification bell so that you will get notified whenever we go live or whenever we post a video. All right? And thank you so much to all of our subscribers and all of our followers. We love you guys. We thank you so much for following and subscribing to our channel and our page. And to all the new subscribers and followers, thank you guys so much. And thank you all for watching this video. And we love you and we thank you so much for all your love and support. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get into this video. All right, so I was born, like I said in the beginning of the video, I was born with glaucoma. And because I was born with glaucoma, I had to go through different types of, situations that would help me along the way, along my journey in life. So, my home life, it was okay. I think that if I had a better home life situation, I had explained this in another video. I was in foster care for most of my life, and I got adopted at age 6, and I stayed there until age 15. So that was most of my childhood, and that wasn't all that great. So being in a messed up foster home situation plus having a handicap to top it all off, it wasn't the best situation. But I coped with it. God blessed me to make it through, and he was with me every step of the way, and I was able to do everything else that every other little child did, and I was able to function, and I was able to live my life. So my home life, I guess I would say it wasn't all that great because my foster mom, she was pretty mean. All she did was found ways to be mean to us and found ways to make fun of us. It was like this woman just adopted us just for the money. That's the way that I see it. It wasn't about her caring for us or, wanting us to be the best people that we could be. She was in it for whatever her sole reason was, which I believe it was just for the money. So, I'm able to see pretty good out of my left eye. I mean, I'm legally blind in both eyes, but my left eye is my dominant eye. I can see the best out of that eye. That's the eye that I read out of. I'm not able, my right eye doesn't really focus enough for me to read out of it. So pretty much I just see out of it. I'm able to see out of it. But with my right eye and left eye, it's stronger. So I'm able to really focus out of it. I'm able to read. I'm able to, you know what I'm saying? Just see, I can see things a little more clearly out of my left eye than I can out of my right eye. So when I was growing up, I used to have to, the doctor would put a patch on my left eye, on my dominant eye, to try to strengthen my right eye, because I depended more on my left eye because that's the one that I was able to see better out of, instead of, they wanted to try to train my right eye, for me to be able to use that as well. So because of this, it was hard for me to see just with that patch on my good eye. And my foster mom, she would do little mean things like move my medicine because I was taking eye drops. And she would move my medication so that way I would have to search for it and find it. And I just always felt like that was so wrong of her, because if I have a certain place that I put things and nobody messes with them except for me, there's no reason for me to have to search for them. Like I had a little nightstand that I would keep my eye drops on. And if I go there to look for it, because I know that's where I keep it at, I take my eye drops over there. When I'm putting them in my eyes, I take them over there and I put them down. Like I don't go anywhere away from the table with my eye drops. I take them right there so that there's no way for me to lose them or misplace them in any kind of way. But she would go in there and move my things and then make me have to search for things that I know should be where I put them at. And I just thought that was just kind of mean, because even with a blind person, they have a certain way that they keep things so that they know where things are. And I know maybe she was trying to show me like, okay, if you accidentally misplace this, how are you going to find it? But it just sucks because in that situation, she messed with something that I never moved. Like, where am I going to think to look for these things except for on the floor? Maybe they fell on the floor. I didn't find them. Then she ended up putting them back. And it's like I had no clue of where I'm supposed to look at, because I know I take them right there. Now it'd be different if I took some clothes off somewhere and I probably left them in the floor and I was looking for them to put them in dirty clothes. She might move them around or something. But I just thought she was being kind of cruel. And I was a part of all these different organizations for the blind, National Federation for the Blind, Michigan School for the Deaf and Blind, and I would go to these different camps in the summer times, for blind people or for handicap or for blind and deaf people. And I enjoyed it because I was able to learn how to adapt, in the real world with this handicap of being legally blind. I had a cane. I still have a cane. I don't really use it now, mostly because, for one, I'm familiar with my surroundings here, and then two, I live in the hood, like the hood, and I don't really want to be walking around with a cane and be kind of like an easy target. I don't know, that's just the way I think, because I'm already a woman, I'm a small woman, and the way the world is, people try to take advantage or prey on people's weaknesses and things like that. So I just try to be careful in the best way that I can, but yes, I do know my way around my neighborhood, so I don't really have to use my cane. For the most part, I take my little doggy with me everywhere I go, and nobody's gonna mess with her, so it's just like Princess ain't no joke. But anyway, so I kind of learned my way around. There's only so far that I will go by myself. Like when I take Princess out for a walk, we'll walk maybe 2 blocks, but I know how far I'm willing to walk without, any assistance or without my cane or anything like that. So, I do want to show you, just in case you have not seen one before. Some people call it a stick, but it's actually a cane. I'm going to bring my cane and show it to you so you can see what it looks like. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. So this is my cane. This is what blind people or legally blind, visually impaired people use. I've had this for a long time. I actually would like to get a longer one, because I've had this for some years and I've grown, pretty much have grown out of it. So I have to find an organization that is, giving out free canes to blind people, or I can go on Amazon or something like that and try to get one. But yeah, so this is canes today. They fold. So when you unfold it, this is what it looks like unfolded. Scoot this back some so you guys can get a kind of a better look best you can. But yes, this is a cane. Let me see how far I can scoot this back so you can actually see it. See how far. This is about as far as my thing will allow me. Up, sorry guys, I almost dropped you. Oh, I almost dropped you. Oh Jesus. So I gotta scoot it up some because it won't allow me to go too far. But yeah, this is a cane from top to bottom. And I was taught how to use it, how to walk with it, how to move it from side to side so that I'm able to walk around independently without running into anything or without tripping over anything. These things really do come in handy if you use them correctly. So I went through mobility. That's called mobility. That's the class that you take to learn how to walk and use your cane. That I took that while I was in school. I'm going through regular school, but then on top of that, I also have to take these classes that teach you how to move around. I had to learn how to catch the bus with my cane. I had to learn how to just walk up and down the street. I had to learn how to, you just got to learn how to use this. I had to learn how to walk without running into anything, without tripping over anything. So yeah, while I was in school, from elementary school, I would be taking mobility classes. Like they would take an hour out of my schedule for me to be able to go with my mobility instructor, and we would go outside and walk up and down the street and learn how to use the cane, learn how to hear sounds around us. Like, oh, if you walking with your cane, and you hear an echo on the side, that means there's an empty space, or you know what I'm saying? It's so many things that they taught us with using our cane and walking around. Even in school, I learned how, even though I'm not completely blind, I still learned how to adapt and to use my cane to my advantage, just getting around, just in case there happened to be a day where maybe I did end up losing my sight. I already have the mobility training. I even know Braille. Had to learn Braille. Blind people read, they have the paper with all the bumps on it. That's called Braille. I know how to read that. I learned how to read that at the same time as I learned how to read print. I was learning both of them at the same time. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix this camera a little bit because I did move it to bring my cane out. But yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot to learn just outside of learning how to adapt as a human being and learning how to get around just, without the handicap. But you slap that handicap on there, and then you have to learn a whole nother way on how to get around unassisted, or how to, live an independent life. So in school, people made fun of me because I wore glasses. By me having glaucoma, my eye doctors would put me in all different types of glasses. Like I've had glasses They had two telescopes on it. Even though I couldn't read out of my right eye, they still had telescopes to where I could read the board. You know how in class you sit kind of far away from the board. So I had my telescope, some of them, one time I had glasses that just had one telescope, and you could kind of adjust it to, far away, so you could read from far away. And then the other ones I had, they had two. I mean, sometimes they were heavy. Like, I probably still have indents in my nose from wearing those heavy glasses growing up, and people made fun of me because they didn't understand. She could see but she can't see. And the kids made fun of me. Now, this is the weird part. I have friends that I grew up with who are completely and totally blind. Everybody thought they were cool. You know what I'm saying? They love the guys that, they totally blind. Girls would carry their books for them, help them get to and from class. Wasn't nobody helping me do nothing, honey. They was laughing at me. If you liked me or if you wanted to date me, you got made fun of. Like, people wouldn't even date me because they didn't want to get made fun of by the rest of the school. Like, I remember when I was in high school, there was this one boy. People made fun of him too because of the way he dressed and stuff. But he didn't even want to date me because people made fun of him for dating me. I'm like, wow, I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole. Like, this dude, hair nappy, he wasn't the best dresser. He didn't have on name brand clothes. That stuff mattered back then, And they made fun of him, but they really made fun of him for liking me. So he just stopped liking me and told me some story about his ex-girlfriend coming back and he wanted to be with her. But really, he left me hanging because he got made fun of. Like, I was really like, oh my gosh, it's terrible to say, but the people that got made fun of worse if they dated me or if they liked me. And some people secretly did like me. I knew that there was guys in school that secretly liked me, but they wouldn't be caught dead talking to me or being with me. I know a couple people offhand that I could say, oh, I know this person really did like me, but he didn't want to get made fun of, so he didn't try to date me. A couple of people. I've even had guys who would try to talk to me when it's just us, but then when the whole school is around, they would run from me. I'm like, man, was I really that bad? Part of it was because my foster mom, she didn't care about dressing us properly. And I'm not even just talking about name brand stuff. I'm just talking about, like, I just keep looking over at Princess because she's moving around on the other couch. But I'm just seriously talking about just keeping my hair done or making sure we have decent clothes. Like, people didn't just make fun of my eyes, they made fun of everything. And that's why it's like you didn't want to get caught dating me. People would like my personality, people would like me as a person, but they couldn't date me because they would get clowned. I remember one time I was walking down the hall going to my class, and there was a guy on the other end, at the other end of the hall, and he was calling me like, excuse me, and I wouldn't answer him because I was so used to being made fun of. I didn't want to turn around and see what the dude wanted. And to this day, sometimes I wonder what he wanted, because he laughed, kind of embarrassed that I didn't turn around and answer him. Like, he probably wasn't even trying to make fun of me. He probably seriously wanted to say something, or maybe I dropped something, or maybe, I don't know, but I left that brother hanging because I didn't want to give him a chance to see me and see my eyes and then turn around and be like, oh, never mind, So I just got into this thing where I just would stay away from people. I just always assumed that someone was trying to make fun of me, and 9 times out of 10 it was true. They were. So all through high school, I think until I was in like 11th grade, and I was going to another school who, it was kind of a smaller school, and they weren't really big on clothes, like how you dress. Like, I'm just going to put it this way. When I was growing up from elementary school to 10th grade, I was going to a black school, okay? So in most of the black schools, what you wear, how you dress, what name brand you have on, how your hair is done, how much money you have, that stuff matters. Or you're going to get talked about or dogged. So I ended up moving in the 11th grade, going to a white school in a different city. And they were more laid back. You can go to school in your jogging pants and hoodie, or in your pajama pants and your hoodie or your sweatshirt. It's like it wasn't that big of a deal what name brand you had on, how much money you had. Shoot, everybody walked around looking the same. I didn't have the pressure of what name brand shoes I have on or how much money I had. It was like I didn't get made fun of because I dressed like everybody else. I didn't have to really have show or flaunt or floss that I had money or not, you know. Everybody just dressed the same. Like I said, you go to school in some pajama pants and a hoodie. That's how they would dress, whether they had money or not. It wasn't a fashion show. It wasn't, you know, who had the most money or who had the best name brand shoes and stuff on. It was more so about, you know, the cheerleaders, basketball team, football team. If you wasn't a part of that, it didn't even matter. So when I went to the white school, I didn't really get made fun of like that. Like, I don't know. The same thing that mattered in the black school where I was coming from was different from, you know, what was going on. And out here in Detroit, I went to Osborne High School. That's the high school I went to. So yeah, that was hood. You could wear name brand stuff if you want to. You might get shot for it, or you might get it snatched or something crazy like. But that stuff mattered. It mattered what you had on, how you looked. That stuff mattered. And then when I moved on to the slower pace school, all that stuff was not as deep. So I didn't have to worry about people making fun of my hair, because by that time I was old enough to maintain my own hair. I didn't have to worry about my clothes, because by that time, hey, just put on some jogging pants. Everybody got a pair of jogging pants and a hoodie, so that stuff didn't matter. Like, it was okay. But yeah, growing up, it was rough. It was really, really rough. All my friends were handicapped because I had friends who understood me and I understood them. I had a couple friends who were, you know, in mainstream classes, you know, regular classes, but for the most part, my friends were all in the handicap group. And um we had this room called the resource room where you could go to get, if you needed help with, you know, whatever your handicap consists of. Like me, I'm legally blind, so sometimes when the teacher would give us work or assign us work or give us a worksheet to do, I would have to take it to the resource room so that my teacher could enlarge it for me, or so that I could use the machine called a CCTV that would help, you know, make it bigger so that I can read it. And I don't know if anybody else had to go through this, but a lot of times when we were younger, a lot of our paper, like our worksheets that our teachers would give us, had purple writing on it. It came out in purple ink. And I couldn't read that. So I would have to go to the resource room to get it recopied and made bigger so that I could, you know, do my worksheet along with the rest of my class. It wasn't the class, you know, people confused the resource room with the room for the, you know, mentally challenged people. And, you know, I didn't have an issue. Of course, I never made fun of anybody, you know, with any handicap, but people thought that you went to the class that I went to because you were slow or something like that. But no, we had the same classes everybody else had. We had to do the same assignments everybody else had. It's just that we had a handicap, and sometimes we needed to go there to get, you know, special devices, to use special devices, or for the teacher to, you know, help us make things to where we can see them or where we can read them, or whatever the case may be. Some people are in wheelchairs, so they might need, you know, assistance from that classroom for whatever reason. They might have to go in there to take their medication, or, you know, little whatever the case is. But it wasn't like we were taking classes for mentally impaired people, which, you shouldn't make fun of those people either. They have a handicap also, but the classes were two different classes. We just went there as needed, but we had same classes everybody else had. And it was just rough. It was rough growing up because not only did I have to deal with a terrible home life with this woman who was abusive and very mean, but I had to go to school and had to deal with my peers being mean and abusive towards me. So it was rough, but God allowed me to make it through, and I'm a better person. I didn't grow up being mean to people or talking about people. I've taught my son how to be a better person, and he doesn't make fun of people or talk about people or anything like that. So I won, even though life was hard, I made it. And now today, um, everything is still good. Now they have better glasses now. Like these glasses, you wouldn't even be able to tell that they're for a legally blind person, but I have bifocals in here, but they're like invisible. They're made into, now growing up I had these big old Coke bottle glasses with the big bifocals at the bottom, and the prescription of the glasses were so thick, like thick. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna be right back because I want to show y'all. I gotta show y'all these glasses. I got these glasses that I bought, and then there's Medicaid glasses that you get for free with your Medicaid. And I just have them just in case these break. I'll still have a pair of glasses or whatever. But let me show you. I'm about to show y'all what the real glasses look like. Hold on, and then you'll be able to see the difference. So hold on one second. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So I got the glasses. Don't y'all laugh at me now, okay? Hold on, I gotta fix myself. Okay. So here's the glasses, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Here they are. So these are what my glasses look like without me putting any extra money into it to make sure that all of this stuff is not seen. So you could probably see there's a bifocal. That little round part down there, that's a bifocal. I don't know if yeah, there you go. You can see it. Little bifocal. And you see how thick the prescription is? Very thick. Now, if you compare it to these, you don't see any bifocal. I gotta clean my glass. No bifocal there. And then the prescription you can't see. It costed me $500 just to alter my glasses to where you don't really see how thick the prescription is or how bad my vision truly is. So yeah, these are the free ones that Medicaid gave me, and I could see just the same out of these as I can out of the other ones, but I don't wear these because I paid for these. So I'm thankful for my Medicaid glasses. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm thankful that I'm able to have these, but you can probably, like, you see that the little round bifocal at the bottom. And then, but I know I wear these ones. It's actually time for me to get my prescription checked to make sure, but I like these. So I picked these when I was getting my Medicaid glasses. But yeah, you guys, so that's the difference. As you can see, yes, I really am visually impaired. These are some legally blind glasses for you. People made fun of me because of how thick my lenses are and all of that. But it was pretty rough out here in this world. But it's okay. I'm thankful that we have things that we're able to alter our glasses and things like that. Like I said, it costed me $500 to get an invisible bifocal, and also to, fix my prescription where it's not as thick. So yeah. All right, guys. So sorry about that. I done messed up on some of my storage space, but I'm good. About to end this video anyway. But yeah, I was saying, now as an adult, I'm thankful for all the training that I've had, growing up, with having mobility instructors and being around other children who are legally blind or visually impaired or blind or whatever, because I still have all of my same friends. Well, can't say all of them, but most of the ones that I was really close to, we're still friends today. So I'm not just, going through life being visually impaired by myself. My husband used to be my best friend, who, before he was my best friend, he was one of the visually impaired people that I grew up with. So we know each other's stories, and we've all had the same training and everything for getting through life. And my husband is very, very independent, very fearless. He'll go out and catch the bus and do whatever he's got to do to get to where he needs to go with no problems. He goes to the store by himself. He doesn't have a problem asking for help. If he needs to find something or whatever the case may be, he's very independent. I love that about him. Being blind, he still gets around and does everything that he needs to do. And of course, I'm not completely blind, so I can get around a little bit better with doing things with my sight. And, but I don't know if I was blind like him. I don't know how much courage I would have to do a lot of the things that he does. So I really admire him for the things that he does in spite of his visual impairment. He doesn't let it stop him from doing anything that he needs to do. So we just work together, you know what I'm saying? We get around together, we help each other. Things that he can help me with, he helps me. Things I can help him with, I help him. And we just navigating through life together as a visually impaired couple, and everything's going good so far. I'm thankful God is with us. He gives us the wisdom and the knowledge and things that we need to be able to do the things that we need to do. And I'm just grateful. God is so good, and I'm thankful that he's there with us every step of the way, and he makes sure that we're okay. He keeps us safe. And God is good, and I always have to give glory back to God, because he is the reason why we are able to do the things that we are able to do. He gives the people the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to teach us. So then, therefore, we're able to use it in our everyday lives. So everything always goes back to God. So I'm very thankful and very grateful. So if you do have any questions about anything, concerning my life, or concerning me and my husband being a visually impaired couple, yes, we cook, we clean, we do everything everybody else does. We just have a certain way that we do things sometimes. Sometimes we have to listen to our food more than watch our food. Because even with that, we've learned how, okay, this is how the chicken sounds when it's done. Or this is how, you know what I'm saying? So we've just learned to adapt and to different things, and that way we're able, like being a part of the programs that we were in, we learned everything from making up our beds to cleaning up to cooking to getting around, everything. I'm thankful for those groups. And I pray that there's still a lot around to help the next generation of blind or visually impaired people, because that was really a great help to us. Now, I know that they are shutting down a lot of programs for the blind, and people are out there fighting for us, to be able to still have a lot of these programs. So, but I'm thankful for those people also. And I'm just thankful for the people who have touched my life, the people who have crossed my paths and that have helped me along the way. So all my mobility instructors, I'm thankful to you guys. I'll never forget any of them. Some of them I still see. Some of them I don't see anymore, but a few of them, since I've been an adult, I've been able to come across them. Um, I've stayed friends with some of them, and it's just awesome, you know. There's no reason to feel sad or sorry for me. God put some great people in my life who have been there to help me, and some people who are still there to help me. And I'm just ever so grateful and so thankful for my life. And I don't really have too much to complain about. So, like I said, if you have any questions, want to know anything about what we do and how we do things, or anything about my life that I probably forgot to touch on, or that you might have a question about, feel free to message me, holler at me in the comment section. If you're blind or legally blind, visually impaired, whatever the case may be, I would love to meet you, get to know you, chop it up with you a little bit. Holler at me in the comment section or message me. And, you know, me and my husband, we're always open to meeting new people who are like us, or, you know, just new people, period. So, you know, just holler at us. We're here. We got this group on Facebook my husband ended up being a part of, that's for blind people, visually impaired people. My husband is pretty much on it, and he's met a lot of wonderful people. Um, so I'm thankful for groups like that also. But yeah, you know, holler at us. You know, if you are visually impaired, legally blind, you might not have any friends, you know, who are like you, or you might not have, you know what I'm saying, any, be a part of any programs or anything like that to help you cope with whatever your visual impairment is or your blindness is. I will be more than happy to direct you to some people that I'm still in contact with that can help you. And, you know, I have a wonderful group of friends here also that definitely are open to making new friends. So just reach out to us. We're good people. We love God. Um, we're very, you know, open to sharing our story with people. And, you know, just reach out to us. We're here, and we'll be more than happy to meet you and get to know you and help you get steered in the right direction. All right, you guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys very much. I'm always happy to be able to share my life with you guys. And, you know, don't forget to share. If you have any visually impaired family members, share it with them so that we can be of some encouragement to them. All right, so I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. It's Friday night over here. Have a blessed Friday night. Have a blessed weekend. And I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to holler at me if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And like and follow the Facebook page. Hit that notification bell so you will get notified whenever we go live or whenever we post a video. All right, love you guys. God bless you. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.